In 1900, the heart of the Netherlands was water, a wild saltwater sea dotted with islands. But in 1932, one dam wiped that coastline off the map forever. This wasn't just a battle against floods. It was the erasure of an entire sea and the birth of new land. What really happens to a country when you redraw its borders from the seabed up? On May 28, 1932, the Netherlands did something no one thought possible. A wall of earth and stone, 32 kilometers long, closed off the last gap in the Zuiderzee. The Afsluitdijk was not just a barrier. It was a line drawn across the water, sealing the old sea from the North Sea forever. Cornelis Lely, the engineer behind the plan, had imagined this moment for decades. Thousands of workers, dredges, and barges moved in a precise dance, racing the tides to finish the job. As the final section locked into place, the saltwater began to fade. The map changed overnight. Islands that had floated for centuries found themselves surrounded by land. One dam had redrawn the heart of a country, turning a wild sea into a blank slate. January 1916. The wind howled for days, pushing tides higher and higher against the old Zuiderzee dikes. Then, in the middle of the night, the water broke through near Edam and Volendam. Houses vanished under black waves. Fields disappeared. 53 people died before sunrise. Survivors escaped by boat, drifting through what used to be streets. The flood destroyed farms, cut off villages, and left thousands homeless. Suddenly, the endless fight against water was not just a story from the past, it was a national emergency. Newspapers demanded action. Politicians stopped arguing and started listening to engineers. The country faced a choice: keep patching ancient dikes, or finally build something that could end the nightmare for good. Urk was once a true island, cut off by tides and storms, its people shaped by the sea. After the dam, the water retreated, but the island didn't vanish from their hearts. Fishermen who once hauled herring and cod from saltwater watched their boats sit idle as the catch collapsed. Some left, but most stayed, clinging to their dialect, their church, and their old sea rituals. In Urk, church bells still ring for fishermen lost at sea, even though there's no open coast. The village kept its own rules and customs, resisting the pull of the new land around it. Outsiders call it stubbornness. Locals call it survival. The Afsluitdijk erased the waves, but not the island's soul. On maps, Urk is just another town. Walk its streets, and you'll hear stories that remember the sea. 1,620 square kilometers, gone from the map of the sea, now drawn as solid ground. This is Flevoland, the newest province of the Netherlands, declared official in 1986. What was once open water became fields, roads, and entire cities, all carved out by pumps and human will. The process was relentless. First, dikes circled a section of the IJsselmeer. Then, powerful pumps drained the lakebed, revealing thick, fertile clay. Surveyors marked out grid lines where boats once sailed. Flevoland didn't just appear overnight, it rose in stages, each polder a fresh chapter. By the time the last section dried, the Netherlands had created a province where maps once showed nothing but waves. Today, Flevoland's towns and farms stand on land that, within living memory, was part of the sea. Today, the Afsluitdijk is getting a new layer of armor. Crews pour concrete, raise the crest, and reinforce the sides with stone and grass, all to keep up with a world where the sea is rising faster than ever. Engineers warn that 26% of the Netherlands sits below sea level, home to more than half the country's people. Without these defenses, 2/3 of the economy would be at risk with a single breach. Sea levels could climb up to a meter by the end of the century. The price tag for this round of upgrades: over €1 billion. Even after 90 years, the fight isn't finished. The dam that erased a sea now stands guard against storms that grow stronger every year. The old coastline never truly vanished. It lingers under every field in Flevoland, beneath highways traced across former waves, and in the minds of people who remember family stories about the sea. Some towns carry the memory like a scar, others treat it as a foundation for something entirely new. There's a line on the map where land should be impossible, yet here it is, built, lived on, defended every day. The paradox runs deep. The sea is gone, but its shadow shapes life on the polders and in the stubborn rituals of places like Urk. Even in the most modern corners of IJsselmeer, the ground itself whispers of water. The Netherlands didn't just push the sea back. It created a ghost coastline, visible only to those who know where to look. The question isn't whether the sea will return, but how long the people here can hold the line they drew across the water. Today, 60% of the Netherlands relies on walls like the Afsluitdijk to exist at all. Here, survival means rewriting the map, and fighting the sea never truly ends. What would you risk to keep your home?